Good morning and welcome back to Sunrise. I'm back in the kitchen with Tanorria Askew.
If you watch Weekend Sunrise, you've probably seen these cooking segments with Tanorria.
We know that I like all the fat, right? So we're going with heavy cream.
According to Gordon Ramsay, she makes the best shrimp and grits he's ever had. He told her that 4 years ago during season 7 of MasterChef.
I tell people all the time, you know, food is my passion, but a Black woman is who I am.
What a lot of people might not know is before Tanorria launched her business, she spent 8 years focusing on corporate diversity and inclusion training.
Racial equality or equality for all should be a part of our DNA. There's not one course you could take. There's not one book you can read. There's not one conversation you can have. It is a journey that people have to go on every single day because it is rooted in hundreds of years of injustice.
Tanorria says each and every person needs to do the work every single day to dismantle white supremacy and to fight for racial justice. For people who aren't Black, here's what Tanorria suggests not to do.
If you come in with the question of, I just don't know what to do, I'm so surprised, please help me figure out how to learn, then you are basically putting all of the weight on the Black person who is already carrying immeasurable weight. And so come with educated questions is the best piece of advice that I can give someone.
She suggests do the research and then ask questions such as, how can I support you and put things into action? How do I support other Black businesses? Where can I donate? How can I further advocate after I read these books?
It's going to be uncomfortable, and you're probably going to read the book and feel like I can't relate or even grow defenses. But the whole point is to stretch yourself and go beyond the discomfort and maybe experience just a raindrop of the discomfort that Black people have felt for hundreds of years.
Her recent blog post, I used to be a peacemaker, discusses just a small fraction of that discomfort. Discomfort Tanorria doesn't want her niece to ever experience as she grows up.
I tell her that she is smart, she is kind, she is brave, she is beautiful. And I've been telling her that since the very first time that I held her. And I want her to know and to hear that, because those are things that I did not hear on a regular basis outside of my family growing up. So I want her to know that in 2020, that's normal to hear. That's normal to know that she is smart, she is kind, she is brave, she is beautiful. Instead of being told all of the awful things that my generation and generations before her had to hear.
Tanorria spreads that message of hope for future generations on social media. She promotes Black-owned businesses, shares how to go beyond being an ally for the Black community, and invites everyone to follow her and have a seat at her table.
I do feel like that a lot of people are making some kind of effort to switch gears, and that's what gives me hope. There's a lot of overwhelm. I told someone recently that I feel all the feels. I feel like, yeah, it's about time, but I also feel like really scared and sad and exhausted. I am fearful for all of the people that I love. So I would say the most prominent emotion that I feel right now is fear, because of just being concerned about my brother and my boyfriend and, you know, the people that I love going out in public and being mistaken for someone they're not. But there's also hope and joy mixed in that as well. And that kind of goes into the, okay, it's about time. Let's do this work.
And Visit Indy released a list of Black-owned indie food businesses to support right now. And Do 317 recently came up with a list of local racial justice organizations to support. So did Indie Maven. We do have links to all of them on WTHR.com right now. Also, Tanorria is heading to Chicago this fall for an event called This Conversation Might Get Awkward. She'll be having a live conversation on privilege and racism. So if you're interested, we have the information on our website right now as well.